Hello everybody and welcome back to Granite Shores and City Skylines, where today we are going to tackle this massive train intersection issue. So let's first off start by pausing everything, because we're going to quite literally rip up everything. That all of this is going to be gone. So let's get rid of, let's be gentle about this, because there are some things that we want to keep. So, such as this. We're going to lower that back down to normal. We're going to keep all the way to there. Going to keep that angle, and that will angle the main industrial down into the area that we want it. Keep that going. That's not really straight to everything else though, so that's going to be interesting. I'm going to pull this back to over here. Maybe that too, or this could be the separation for the one ways as well. So, okay, so we have 4 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that means each of them are going to need 3 connection points. Okay, let's grab you and put you on your new trajectory. So I don't really want anything more than 9 apart from each other, or in elevation. So I do want to bring this down gently though. So let's try to find some points in which we can have actual pillars going across this. I think I'm just going to have to smooth it out manually. I'm not going to be able to find a position which it will be smooth. So, oh, that actually gets right out to the, oh, yeah, it gets right out to the canal and then no pillar. Okay, let's try to do as much of this as we can without Anarchy. Okay, so to right there, definitely not -16. Let's put it as low as we can, because it does have to get a little lower, I think. Elevation 22. 180. Wait, was that 182? I guess it was, because it wouldn't be able to link. Or, not link. It would have a awkward curve in it. So, how low can we get this? To about 19 before it messes up. Which is fine, I think. Maybe. Can it still go over this without problem? Yes, it can. Okay, so, and down at 18 maybe? Yeah, it can. So, okay then. So let's pull this. Do we want to pull it out any further? Let's get a couple of the other lines to being out here. So, one thing I do see is that this line is going to have to elevate and to cross this, but we can put it at level with the other one, maybe? So, if we pull it across and elevate it a little, we cannot get it to be happy with any of that. So, we do know that this is 19 though. So, let's put it back down to 19. It does start on this side of everything though, and goes over there. Maybe we can just have it continue going along this side. You know what? That sounds actually the smarter idea. So let's actually put it too elevated, because I do kind of want it off the ground. Straight slope. Goes up one right there. That's fine. We can put it down to right there. And then, yeah, you know what? I think that'd be the better idea. Because then we don't need it winding under all this, and we can smooth some of this out a little bit more too. If it isn't smooth. Okay, so what does this electrical do? Okay, it connects a couple things. Okay, we'll re-put you back in after. I'm pretty sure there's more redundancy to connect the aisle out here and to connect over there. Yes, right there. So, although out here has no other redundancy. Although I could make one between the clay farms and the quartz plains. But that is not what we're doing today. Today, we need to pull this off. At the 180? Yes, into the water. That's exactly where I want it. This game is sometimes. Okay, that is level. And 10 units out. Level. 10 units out. Seems like we're going to have to back that off one. But how much of a difference? There is... Only goes down one. Or so it says. Looks like a little more than that, but... Alright. We'll... Okay, we can't pull it down one, apparently. We'll have this go out to here. We'll back this off to there. That way we can make a nice old curve. Come on, where's your... road guidelines? Okay. Probably from right there, then. That looks like as close as I'm gonna get, right? Maybe from 9? Oh, no, 9 gets it a little bit better. And it just drops some. Or so it says. Looks fine, though. So, and then train lines can go under this if they are on the ground, correct? Yes, they can. Okay. That is all I need to know. So, we can have that from right there, maybe? Maybe a little further out. 5 units. Just make sure it stays level. Yeah, I'm gonna have to smooth that out a bit. Shouldn't be a problem, though. Okay, so we have 2 of the connections, actually kind of 3 of the connections in the area of what we are kind of wanting to do. Now then, I do want this one, but I really do want to... Why do the railways not really give that good of road guidelines? Like, some of the road guidelines for the rails really suck. Like this one. I'd like it to kind of be off of this rail as a guideline, but... Oh well. Okay, so this one will be up... We'll say 19 just to be safe. We'll drag it along this way. Okay, that's level. What we're going to do... Ooh, that straight actually runs right across that. So what we'll do is we'll, at the 180, come up to it. Have a little piece that crosses with Anarchy on. just like that. Although I think this needs to elevate a little. No, maybe not. Really? That can... that looks really low. Yet it says it can go. That's interesting. Okay. If I can find my fingers. Alright, so I'm thinking something kind of like this. And we'll reconnect up this to kind of more play with this idea. Space already occupied. Yeah, we're going to be going up, though. 25? Let's see if... Can 25 cross this? Supposedly. -2, -3. Okay, so it needs to drop a little. To about right there. And then what we'll do is we will... 5 units. And try to point it at the other rail, if we can. Just like that. That doesn't... Oh, that elevates, it does. Okay. Let's try that again. This time making sure that all of our points that we can or click are actually not elevated any. Well, actually, let's point it a little after, say. That way it can curve into it. Just like that. Let's get rid of this. Unfortunately, we're going to have trains on the track. I couldn't have let it run until there weren't. There wasn't going to be a time in which there weren't going to be trains. So, there and into that. Very good. It seems like there needs to be more pillars there, but maybe I'm mistaken. And I can smooth all that out later. So, now the idea is that this was just to get it straight. So we can pull that back probably to there. So, from here, we could actually probably just... And I do want it all one ways, if I can. Actually, these three are all really close to each other, which is going to make it a little harder, I think. Well, I don't want it straight off of that, because that's just going to be a pain. Eight. Space already occupied. I thought that altitude was okay. Unless it's a pillar. It might be just the pillar that is bothering it. Yeah, it was just the pillar because the pillar disappeared. Okay. Maybe that might be how that goes. Let's try a trick real quick. Maybe these need to be backed off a little bit further. And redone in another way. That way being... just offshoot pieces that are one way. Oh wow, that's the one thing I don't like in say Skylines, is that you can't really get a line right next to the one that you have. It's just not possible. That the connections have to be these super exaggerated arcs and curves and such. Or actually, let's upgrade this one to a one-way maybe. And let's have another one-way come off this side. I think. Okay, it's just a pillar in the canal, though. It doesn't actually interfere with the monorail. Turn that around. Maybe do the same with, say, this one. Other than that length is not very effective in terms of pulling a second one out right here. Is it? Oh, it might be. Yeah, that's good enough. And turn that around. Maybe this side rather kind of being the opposite. That goes that way, and then we have the other way offshoot right here. Yeah, just like that. So then, now how do we do this? We might have to actually have a third level to go for primarily this one, making a big old curve that would go into this one. And actually, these are pretty much all set up to just be converted. I like how they look. I like how they function. So, although that being said, by doing that, it can't actually get into the station from that direction. Unless we do something. Can you please? I wish there was a way to arc it on the other side. Because that would work out so well if it would just arc on the other side. Can you? Yeah, no, of course not. Okay, well, easy fix. We'll 45, and that is a center. Right there to right there. Easy enough. Other than the rails don't connect on either side. Okay, that's interesting. Maybe it needs to be at a greater angle. Okay, let's do it at 65 then. No, that looks even worse in terms of whether the rails would connect or not. So maybe it needs to be shallower. So 30? Well, it connected on this side. Just not... Oh, no, it connected on this side, too. Okay. Okay, then. That works. Yeah, that works. No need to fuss with that any further than that. So, let's connect... I think the easiest ones would just be the rotational ones. So, this line into that line. So if I did want that, that would go through that pillar, but it doesn't necessarily go through the pillar completely, so I think it's fine. Just keep your arms and legs inside the vehicle at all times. Oh gosh. I might have to lift that up a little too. That might be a little low at that point. Which is fine, because that's a big old slope. That actually needed to be smoothed out right at this pillar right here. But it seems to be fine. And at the... excuse me. And at the afterwards, we could actually have this elevate. Right about here, maybe? And then curve. Over itself. That might be too far. Okay, just a small curve. And let's try to have it pointing the direction that it's going to go. And then, yeah, probably just click. Because we're going to have more connecting into this, like heading off in this direction and whatnot, most likely. So, if not, just this piece kind of wrapping around inside of this. In fact, can I do that? Let's drop it back down to 9, because that's the elevation it probably will be at. And then let's do another 3 to 3 curve. Or maybe a little longer because it's got to jump over that too. Not sure if it's straight coming out of this side though. And not that matters, it's going to be wildly curving around anyways. So, if we said that... Okay, so we need to make it a little bit more curved. So starting from right there again, we'll go out 3, and while going across, why are you suddenly wanting to snap to everything? Okay, road guidelines off, because that's just actually hindering it. Right there? No, it needed to be more. Dang it. Okay, let's one more time. And we do need road guidelines. I really do need to find the hot button for road guidelines. 3. And then I think last time it was at the... Was it at the 110? No, I think it was 15. It was 65. So maybe down to there. No, it's the angle's on the opposite side. Okay. So about 110 then. It would look. So curve it. 3. Or was it 110? What was it at originally? Yeah, let's say 110. See how that angle turns out. You know what? That's as good as I'm gonna get. And I did that with the wrong rail. That needs to be leveled quite a bit. In fact, so does this, but for now it's good, I think. But let's continue with the idea of this one snaking around. 3, 3. Yeah, that's fine. That elevation drop is from it just trying to compare it to the other rail. 3, 3. And then road guideline. That into there. So it needs to drop a little bit before we can do that in it here, and actually just right now. So let this drop quite a bit. We need to make sure that, oh, this needs to be elevated anyways to smooth out. So, and then this probably could be elevated a little. Oh, wow, really? That affects both sides of the... Okay, well, that's interesting. I'm going to have to play with this off camera quite a bit, I think, to get this truly good and leveled. But for now, that works. It's not hitting the things, so... Although the little arch piece disappeared, so you have this little bend in wire right there without any support. But that's fine. Now the thing is that they're all connecting to that very well, but this one is going to need some connection points too. So maybe if we pull it off from right here. Because that has to elevate quite a bit really fast. And this is going to make a big curve anyway, so it could probably just go around everything and then connect up onto the far side. So I probably don't even have to worry about how that's going to connect to some of this. And as it's doing that, it can have another offshoot that comes down and connects to that side right there. So I probably don't even have to worry about the one way on that side so much. Although this one maybe. Although then again, that maybe might be able to just do something similar. Okay, well, let's get this at least out here for now. Or out to there for now. And probably starting... Well, no, see, I still need a piece that goes out and connects to that. So let's make that one first. So, pull it off about right there, I think. And then we can just keep having it curve. Maybe a little too far out at the 7. So that it just goes under this very nicely. We have no problems at the moment. Let's have it kind of even. Says it's not going to have any problems, but that pillar, it's definitely going to hit. Kind of. Kind of. Okay, out to there, and then connect. It does actually elevate a little bit. But I can level it out, make it raised or not, as it needs to be. And yeah, it's connected. I was about to say, oh, if it's not connected on that side, that whole process was just folly. Okay, let's... In fact, let's... Probably the best thing to do is, because this needs to connect up to this as well. So just to immediately kind of... I'm not even sure if I can get this right. This would have to be pulled out to like right there. And that's an... How is that an invalid shape? That actually confuses me, because that actually looks pretty good. Maybe it's the angle. It doesn't allow anything below, I'd say 35. Even if the curve is massive. Like, I would get it if it was like something like that. But that's a massive curve. But okay. So we can't do that. Oh, and that's the timer. We didn't nearly get through as much as I wanted to on this. Although it's looking pretty nice as it stands. But I guess we're going to have to continue this at the beginning of the next episode. So, yeah, sorry about that. Thank you guys for watching, though. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please do leave a like, as it does help the channel. And do subscribe if you're not already to catch the next episode as it comes out. If you have any comments, questions, or suggestions, please leave those in the comment section below, and I'll get back to you as quick as I can. And check out the description below to see how you can help support the channel through its Patreon. Yeah, that's it. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Have a good one. Goodbye. Oh, that's not going to work.